The Tigers, they get swept by the Halos. The Tribe continues to roll Tribe. And the Mud Hens are just plain pathetic. And who's going to go number one? Will it be Noel? Or will it be Alex Lynn? Oh! I love you guys, and welcome in to this another edition, this Thursday, June 27th edition of All Andy Alfred, right here on Clay Fan 2-3. I am your host, Andy Alfred, welcoming you into the Man Cave, welcoming you in onto this Thursday edition. Of course, yesterday we had the day off, much needed day off, of course, from the show. So it was needed, and I got refreshed and got myself back into the fold of things. And it was after Monday's meltdown of a show on Monday. But congratulations are in order to the LA Angels as they go in and they sweep the Detroit Tigers today in 3-game set. So let's take a look at it. Since our last show on Tuesday, when we were starting the series up, we're going to recap the series and then also recap the Indian series as well at the same time too. So Tuesday, the Halos put 14 runs on the Detroit Tigers as they won 14-8. CJ Wilson gets the win. He goes to 7-5 with a 3.88 ERA. Rick Porcello gets the loss. He goes to 4-5 with a 5.27 ERA. Miguel Cabrera homered, his 21st of the season. No home runs for the LA Angels in front of 34,204. Game time 4 hours 3 minutes. Yesterday evening, the LA Angels again with homers by Ibar and Trout. That's my Trout. As Trout gets a home run as the Angels win 7-4. Jose Alvarez, from the former Mud Hen pitcher and now starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, gets his first recorded loss of the season. He's now 1-1 with 3.78 ERA. De La Rosa for LA gets the win. He goes to 2-1 with a 3.31 ERA. Ferrari gets his 18th save of the season. Torrey Hunter and Miguel Cabrera homered for the Detroit Tigers. And like I said, Eric Ibar and Mike Trout homered for the LA Angels in front of 35,635. Game time 3 hours and 6 minutes. Now today, tie game 1-1. Going into the ninth, bring in Phil Coke. Horrible decision by Jim Leland, and Nate paid for it off of a Josh Hamilton flyout. It opened up the floodgates, and it was now 3-1, and that's the final. Jepson gets the win for LA. He goes to 1-2 with a 4.58 ERA. Phil Coke gets the loss. He goes to 0-5 with a 6.56 ERA. Ferrari gets the save, his 19th of the season in front of 39,496. Game time 3 hours and 25 minutes. An extra inning affair. Now the Tigers will hit the road now for a big road trip. They'll play 3 in Tampa Bay. They'll play. Let me find it here. They'll play 3 in Tampa Bay. I'm pulling out the schedule right now as we speak, because you always need to know. They play 3 against Tampa Bay, and then they play 4 against Toronto, and then they go to Cleveland for 4. And be very interesting before returning home to play the Chicago White Sox July 9th, 10th, and the 11th. We'll have Nick DeVera from Rational Pastimes on before that series starts up, because we need to get into a little bit about what's happening in the baseball world as well as also with the Chicago sports scene. The Cleveland Indians, unbelievable. Last night's game was unbelievable. Let's get into Tuesday. However, they lost 6-3 to the Baltimore Orioles. Tillman gets the win. He goes to 9-2 with a 3.72 ERA. Justin Masterson gets the loss. He goes to 9-6 with a 3.76 ERA. Tillman gets a win. Masterson the loss. Johnson gets his 22nd save of the season. Jason Kipnis, his 10th home run of the season. Davis, his 28th home run of the year. Also, it's Casella, his first of the season, in front of 20,924. Game time 2 hours and 24 minutes at Camden Yards. Now, yesterday, Kazmir had almost a no-hitter going, and it just blew up in his face, basically, as the recorded hit in the 7th inning caused him to lose almost lose and not get a no decision in the game against the Baltimore Orioles, and his bullpen blew it for him, but the offense rallied back, and they came back with a big 2-run hit by Jason Giambi. As the Cleveland Indians win 4-3. Smith gets the win. He goes to 4-0 with a 2.22 ERA. Johnson gets the loss. He goes to 2-6 with a 4.03 ERA. Jason Kipnis homered for the Cleveland Indians. He's 11th of the season. No home runs hit for the Baltimore Orioles for the 18,082 game time. 2 hours and 40 minutes with an hour and 6-minute rain delay. Now tonight, national television, if you got it on MLB Network. If not, if you're in the local area, it'll be on Sports Time. It will be the Indians and the Baltimore Orioles concluding this series. Corey Kluber on the hill. He's 6-4 with a 3.68 ERA. He'll take on Gomez, who is 5-3 with a 3.75 ERA. Game time 7 o'clock on Sports Time or MLB Network. Now tomorrow, the Cleveland Indians come back to the Great Lakes region. They'll take on the Chicago White Sox. It will be a double dip tomorrow. We're going to preview that series because we're going to probably be on the air while that game is going on. So the White Sox are going to be hosting the Indians in a double dip on Friday, starting at 4:10. And it will be, this is with a projected start. The Indians have not decided yet who they're going to throw on the hill. Carlos Carrasco would be next in line to start up. He's 0-3 with a 7.78 ERA. It will be Santiago. That's been announced by Robin Ventura. He's 3-5 with a 3.03 ERA. And in Game 2, it will be Trevor Bauer on the hill. That is scheduled. He's scheduled to get called up. He's 1-2 with a 2.76 ERA. He'll take on Quintana, who's 3-2 with a 3.83 ERA. All games you can watch on Fox Sports Time Ohio, and it'll be the late game will be on WGN America. Other notable games in the major leagues yesterday: Toronto was a winner 3-0 over the Tampa Bay Rays. The Marlins were a winner 5-3 over the Minnesota Twins. Oakland blanks the Cincinnati Reds 5-0. Pittsburgh 4, Seattle 2. Boston was a winner over the Colorado Rockies 5-3. Washington 3, Arizona 2. The Cubbies were a winner 5-4 over the Milwaukee Brewers. The New York Mets blank the Chicago White Sox 3-0. Texas was a winner over the Yankees 8-5. Houston 4, St. Louis 3. Philadelphia was a winner 7-5 over the San Diego Padres in 13 innings. In the late game, San Francisco was a loser to the Dodgers 4-2. Now we had 3 day games going on in the major leagues. We have one that's final and one still going on, and one in weather delay. Arizona and Washington are in a weather delay right now, so that's at 4 o'clock 4:05 this afternoon. The Cubbies are up right now 7-1 over the Milwaukee Brewers, and it is the final in the Bronx. Texas was a winner 2-0 over the New York Yankees. Looking at the American League Central standings going into the Indians play tonight, they can make it a game and a half if they win tonight. Detroit's in first place. They are 42-35. They are 6-4 in their last 10. Cleveland is 40-37, 2 games out, 7-3 in their last 10. Kansas City's 36-39, 5 games out, 4-6 in their last 10. Minnesota's in fourth place. They're 34-40, 6 games out, 5-5 in their last 10. And rounding out the division is the Chicago White Sox. They are 32-43, 9 games out, 4-6 in their last 10. 211. That's how many losses Phil Nevin has now got as the manager of the Toledo Mud Hens. 211. He has not won a game since last Friday. The Mud Hens are horrible. And they're playing this Pawtucket team that's starting to catch fire right now. On Tuesday, they played Pawtucket and Pawtucket put 16 runs on the game as the Mud Hens lost 16-3. Excuse me? 16-3? Sean Hill gets the loss. He goes to 1-10 with a 5.69 ERA. Workman gets the win. He goes to 3-1 with a 2.16 ERA. Brantley Jr., his 4th home run of the season. Bogart his 4th. And Diaz his 2nd. No home runs hit for Toledo in front of 7,890. Game time 3 hours and 4 minutes. Now yesterday, the Mud Hens put up 4 runs. Pawtucket put up 5. So the Mud Hens lost 5-4. Hunzinger gets the win for Pawtucket. He's 1-0 with a 2.35 ERA. Trevor Hoffman gets the loss. He goes to 4-2 with a 2.05 ERA. Martin gets to save his first no home runs hit in the game in front of 5,883. Game time 3 hours and 7 minutes with a 15-minute weather delay. Now tonight there will be the Mud Hen debut of Lobston for the Toledo Mud Hens. He's starting his first start from being promoted from Double-A Erie. Pawtucket will throw De La Rosa out on the hill for Pawtucket. He's 1-1 with a 2.53 ERA. Game time 7:05 at 12:30 WCWA. You can listen to that game on iHeart Radio Station. Friday will be Michigan on the hill. He's 2-5 with a 5.20 ERA. He'll take on Anxley, who's 3-1 with a 3.03 ERA. 7:05 start time at that. And then the Mud Hens hit the road to play Lehigh Valley for 4 games. They'll play Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday before returning home for the 4th of July, the 3rd to the 4th, against the Columbus Clippers. And that'll be a very interesting series. But looking at the ILS standings, Indianapolis leads the division. They're cruising along. 53-28, 7-3 in their last 10. Louisville is 34-41, 13.5 out, 4-6 in their last 10. Columbus is 36-43, 16 games out of first place, 2-8 in their last 10. And rounding out the division, unfortunately, the Toledo Mud Hens are 32-49. They are now 21 games out of first place. 2-8 in their last 10. I'll argue at the ref umpires more. You let Pawtucket put up 16 runs. That's why we need to fire Phil Nevin. Hashtag fire Phil Nevin. Fire Phil Nevin. Follow the show at all Andy Alfred. At all Andy Alfred. Hey, NHL news for you tonight. The Tampa Bay Lightning will buy out Vinny LeCavalier's rest of his contract, which puts him out on the free agent market. Boys up there, Blue Jackets, be a great pickup. Maybe get move up some spots. We have Blue Jacket news to report as well too. The St. Louis Blues re-signed Sidecheck for a deal as well too. But the Blue Jackets have re-signed Arnason Anisimov for a 3-year deal. And congratulations to him. And the contract negotiations are beginning for Bernowski. Let's hope that we can keep this Vezina winner in our sights. Hey, don't forget the Blue Jackets are having an open house party, a draft party on Sunday starting at 2:30 at Nationwide Arena. Jared Bull, Jack Johnson, and I think Chris Russell are going to be there signing autographs, and you can watch the draft as they unfold and see what the Blue Jackets will pick. Tomorrow on All Andy Alfred, we're having 2 parts. Of course, we'll preview the weekend series for baseball, but we will have an NHL draft edition of All Andy Alfred, where my selections, I think is going to go in the first round of the NHL draft. So stick with that. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well too. But tonight is the NBA draft. Who's it going to be for the Cavs? Alex Lynn or Nerlens Noel? My prediction is him. I'm picking Noel. Noel out of Kentucky, 7-footer, 206 point forward center. I think he's going to go first round, first overall, number 1 pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And second, I think it'll be Macklemore. Yeah, he'll go to Orlando. I think Orlando Potter will go from Georgetown to Washington. Alex Lynn, I think, will go number 4 to the Charlotte Bobcats. Phoenix will get Victor Oladipo out of Indy. He's 6'4", 213. He's a shooting guard. Other notable teams, I think Chicago is going to get Reggie Bullock from the Tar Heels. He's 6'7", 200, shooting forward. Has a great shot. He can also play two-way defense as well at the same time. And Detroit will pick up Michael Carter from Syracuse. He's 6'6", 185. He's a point guard. I think that's what Joe Dumars and the team needs over there. Angel Hernandez was cut by the Patriots after being arrested for murder. I don't know that much about the evidence, but it's a telltale sign that maybe that he might have done it. He might have. I'm not indicting him, He's proven under a jury of his own peers. I still think he's not guilty. But I do have some bad news to report for us fans. Mr. Chuck Galletti from Sports Time, Ohio. Mr. Chuck's last call has been fired from Fox Sports Time, Ohio. The production of Chuck's last call has ended. Sad to see that. All Andy Alfred would be a great spot in that position. I could think about changing allegiances just for the chance to be on a major market on Sports Time, Ohio. I would love to do that. Even though I like Chuck. But I don't like Subway. Because he always promotes Subway. I don't like Subway, period. It's bitches be making sandwiches. Hey, recommendations for the week, for the day. Also, don't forget, go pick up this copy. Go pick up the CD. It's an awesome CD. There's 2 versions of this. This is the blue edition, and they also have the deluxe red edition. This is Big Time Rush, 24/7. New album out. It's number 7. It's actually I think it's number 4 on the top Billboard charts for album sales right now. 24/7, Like Nobody's Around. Also, Confetti Falling. Amazing. Picture This is a good song, too. I like it. Picture This, of course. And we also Crazy for You. It has also features Carmen on here for A Song of You. So go pick up its album, 24/7 by Big Time Rush. Hey, if you're having any dental problems, if you want to have your teeth whitening, if you're thinking of getting Invisalign, set up an appointment with my friend Dr. Zuhari in Fisher's office on Dixie Highway in Rossford, Ohio. Dr. Z does crowns in-house. He also does routine checkups. He makes dentistry. He puts the family emphasis on dentistry. Set up an appointment by calling 419-666-3327. That's 419-666-3327. Or visit zfdentist.com. They have Fix My Smile. They can fix yours at the same time. And don't forget the Mud Hens return home next week to play the Columbus Clippers on the 3rd and the 4th. They'll play Indianapolis the 5th through the 7th. And they'll play the Louisville Bats the 8th through the 10th. Those are all IL West Division Series. So get your tickets by calling 419-725-HENS or mudhens.com. On tomorrow's program, we will preview the NHL Draft on our first part of All Andy Alfred. And in part 2, we'll preview the baseball series as well as recapping tonight's games against the Indians and for the Mud Hens. I am Andy Alfred, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of All Andy Alfred. If you like this show, follow the show. Subscribe to the channel. Also, follow me on Twitter. That is at All Andy Alfred, or follow me on Facebook. It is Andy Alfred as well too. I am Andy Alfred. I hope you have a terrific rest of the evening. And as always, go Tigers! Go Mud Hens! We need to win. I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Keep your stick on the ice. And to the teams behind me, and to you at home, victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow, our Friday edition of All Andy Alfred. Love you guys. See you later.